Hello, 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 what is up and welcome back to Minecraft Monday! If you can't tell, I'm super excited. And we'll get on to reason. You know, fucking right away. Over the past 3 days, yes, I went for the full 3 days because I didn't want to miss a bit of it. This is my first one ever. I had no idea it happened in London until basically this year because of uni and stuff, because other people from uni went, which was awesome because I met up with someone there. And I met so many amazing people there too. I've been to London MCM Comic Con 2025 for the first time. Obviously, it would be the first time because it's 2025. That kind of makes sense, right? Exceptional experience. I want to go again next year. There's one in Birmingham as well, but I think we're going to stick with London for now. I had an amazing time and met so many great people, did so many fun things. The third day was a bit disappointing at the end because there was one thing I didn't entirely get to finish, but in fairness, it was just like a thing, whereas everything else I did was kind of like a planned-in thing that was stuff I really wanted to get done. And yeah, there's so many communities there. I went to a couple meetups. And yeah, honestly, it was amazing. And yeah, so also, that's the thing. So a bit of a mix-up. I haven't been streaming over the last couple of days, and it's because obviously I've been going to MCM and been getting back about like 11 o'clock, so basically an hour before midnight. And it didn't give me enough time to stream. Also, there's people in bed, and they don't really, and I can understand it, appreciate me streaming and like fucking about at like midnight because it will keep them up, especially if they've got like school or something tomorrow. Yeah. But also on the notes of mishaps and stuff, basically, I announced like a little bit of a new like regime, a new little routine-ish schedule. Basically, what we're meant to be doing is one Monday we're going to go ahead and play on the SMP, which honestly I haven't been on since the stream. And then the next Monday, we're meant to be playing on here, over on Shadowcraft, my solo survival series world, where I am currently building an episode. I can actually give you a sneak peek into that if we pop over in the general direction behind me in a minute. But yeah, the topic of basically what we're going to be doing in the streams is building farms, just having a bit of fun, bit of mining and crafting, keeping up to date on our little animals, checking on all the other stuff. And also just, I don't know, fucking about, to be honest. Especially with the new update features. That's what like these things are going to be, because we've got the copper golems now. And although we're not focusing on today, it may be something that we do in 2 weeks' time. I don't know. Or the storage system might be done by then. But yeah, all you really got to do today is just pick a farm and stick with it, and then just get building, because I've got all the resources back in my storage system over behind me, over that way. So yeah, or we could have a crack at this. I don't know. We could have a crack at making this work. The whole idea of this is that my redstone knowledge has like faltered slightly over the past 2 years. The idea is meant to push out and then push up, right? But the problem is I can't get it to push out and push up because it keeps like bleh. And I think I've made it too cramped. So I think what needs to happen is, rather than having 2 on both sides, if I just have 1 piston, yeah. So if I just have pistons along one side that are attached to slime blocks. Next time I'm supposed to double piston extender is really hard. That's why I did. Yeah, because honey and slime don't stick to. I could figure this out, or I could go build a farm. We've got about. Right, what's the time now? So, what's it? 7 to 20 plus 5. We've got just under an hour, basically. 57 minutes, because I've got to go drop my car off somewhere for MOT and stuff like that. But yeah, you get it. But yeah, what I'm going to do is eventually, at some point during this week, a little bit of a stream, basically covering all of TwitchCon and everything, not TwitchCon, MCM, London Comic Con, and all like the little trinkets and everything we picked up along the way, and all the little fun experiences I had, especially all the photos that we got with the people there, and yeah. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, we're going to have a little chat about today, because I'm going to let you know basically what I did, and it will just give you a little insight. Also, Comic-Con, it pushed me to this is amazing, but... And I did this basically, so TwitchCon, earlier in this year, I made a mask, which I literally did over 2 nights, because I was rushing to get it done for TwitchCon, which I did. This time round, well, it got smashed up at Pride, because I had it attached to the back of my bag, and then put it in my bag, basically it got crushed. Well, that's fine, because I remade it, specifically for London Comic Con, and it looks so much better, it's so much more comfortable, it's less tight around my head, and it's much more breathable as well, and it looks so much cooler, because the horns are way bigger, it's way more accurate to stuff, yeah, it looks freaking sick, and it's finally finished, and this one is a lot more robust, a lot more structurally sound, and it's technically all just one object, rather than about, like, 50 different bits stuck together, which is really super duper handy. And what I'm planning to do at some point is maybe on stream, cosplay stream, and maybe even in the IRL stream where I talk about Comic-Con, what we might do is actually end up making some more cosplay, because I will still want to make gauntlets. I've got mechanical wings that I've had to redesign slightly. I want to make a tail. I want to make, like, leg shields, shin pads, thigh armor, like a belt, shoulder pads for the flag, the cape, the non-binary flag cape that I have that I wear to... when I go to cons. I want to make fucking a sword that you can pull out of your chest of a chest plate. I want to make a mace from Minecraft that's literally just a block that has a handle that you can drop out of it. Like, there is so much stuff I want to make, and I have the resources to do it. Because, basically, every month or so, I deliver, local newspapers, and they get delivered to me in cardboard boxes. I then use those cardboard boxes to, like, sort of tear them up, and then use them for, like, cosplay and stuff. So, yeah. And that's the thing. It's all completely free. I build all of my stuff out of cardboard and paper. I'm pretty sure there is an actual thing, like, the subcategory for that, and I got told about it at TwitchCon, so I'm going to look at Comic-Con. I need to stop saying at Comic-Con, so I need to look into that, really. But, yeah, that's really, really, really exciting. But, yeah, anyway, get back to more to the topic. We either can pick a farm at random, or be really picky and choose one ourselves. To be fair, a lot of these we've done already. I've just kind of left the ones that I don't really want to do. And yeah. So, you know, what we're going to do is, I think the logical way that I was going to do this originally was just go along each row, and see which ones haven't been ticked off yet, and then basically go left to right like this. So, I think this... Oh, hello, welcome to the stream. Yes, we're doing farms. I've been to Comic-Con recently. It's been fucking epic. Woohoo, yeah! Yeah, these are the rules of the farms I basically got to build. Well, the ones without lights on are the ones I got to build, but, yeah, the ones with lights on are the ones that have already been built. And I'm trying to build a farm for everything in the game. Essentially, achieving godhood in survival mode. We've now got happy gas, which makes something a whole lot easier as well. And on top of that, I've built a portal to every single fucking biome in the game, which means I'm technically transcendent. And on top of that, we're going to collect every block at some point, as well as every mob and every item and everything. Basically everything, so that we're omnipresent, omnipotent, omnibenevolent, because we're going to be caring and loving towards animals, but maybe not towards the villagers, because they are technically trapped in cells where they'll spend eternity serving us by selling us books. A bit of Halloween spirit. Oh yes, for those of you who want me to explain his skin, yeah, you're never gonna get an answer, to be honest. Yeah. You know, I'm sure there will be at some point, but I thought this would be kind of fun. It does kind of relate to a special day. October the 11th. If you don't know the meaning behind it, to be fair, it's not that well known. It's more well known in a certain community, which I am part of. But yeah, if you don't know what the 11th of October is, then I'd go check it out, because I did a video around that time last year. Oh, more breeding fluffs. And yeah. You know, I'll just go instead. October 11th is National Coming Out, International Coming Out. That is... Don't touch my meat. No, my meat's all wonky. There we go. Zombo. I'll turn your head back up the right way. Dinnerbone, woo! Yeah, I think we're doing a zombie-only farm. I'm do believe I have a spawner somewhere. I just don't think I ever... I remember having a spawner somewhere. We might just cheat this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and... We could do this really easily. What I might do is go ahead and hop on a creative world, but hop into spec. Because the thing is, I should just explain. I started this world back in, what, 1.15, I think? Yeah, I started this world back in 1.15, and the problem with using chunk base in an area like this is it has to be in places that I haven't been to yet, so that the land is all updated. The problem with that is that I explored literally about 900,000 blocks in every direction from this point, which is actually the spawn of the world, like without any cheat. Like literally, if I go over here, it's 0, 0. Over here, this is literally world spawn, just up in my wheat field, if I can find the right spot. 3, 2, 1, 0, and then we go. Yeah, so this literally right here is world spawn. This is where I spawned in. This would all have been usual Minecraft terrain. Over the past 4 years, it's been turned into this, along with a bunch of other stuff, which we're now returning to and gearing up and fixing. I've got some massive projects that I kind of just left behind, and the whole point of, I guess, 2026, or ensuing into 2026, is to take a step back, assess what we've done, and just kind of get back into stuff, because I kind of felt like I fell off. Also, I've been starting to use the new copper stuff. So, a creeper blew this bridge up that I built in the very first sort of series of this world. Back in, what, 2021, I think? But yeah, basically a creeper blew up this bridge a couple months ago, and I've just fixed it up recently with this, and I think it's really cool, because there's a Japanese art called kintsugi, and essentially it's what you do is, you repair pottery with gold, and it is like really beautiful, and it kind of like, I don't think I could ever replace like the original versions of that bridge, but I mean I could, but I think putting something new in along with the old stuff is like really quite, yeah, it's really quite nice actually. Oh, were people chirping in chat? Is that why you guys left? Sorry about that. I haven't got chat open. Here we go. There we go, got a shut up now. Sorry about that. Yeah, cool. Right, so, back to the business. We are going to just go ahead and chuck all this in here, because I don't particularly need this right now. But, yeah, we'll get back to the business soon. By the way, yeah. Quite a big moment of this world. Basically, that's, if you're wondering why I have all this. Back in, when was it? Oh, it was fucking, I can't remember now. I think it was back in... It must have been in August. No, wait. It was either early August or late July. I had an ore tower that was like 13 by 13 that went up to world height, like stupid. I think I got over 600,000 drops out of it, which is why I have so much stuff. Awesome episode. Did a bunch of streams on it. So yeah, if you want to check them out, I'm pretty sure they're over on YouTube, which is linked here. So yeah, cool. Also, I've had to change the lighting on this world because it gets so stupidly laggy because of some of the bits in here, which is why I've also got simple textures on and not these sort of ray tracing, pleasant, I can't even remember what they're called now, vibrant visuals. I haven't got vibrant visuals on because it literally just crashes, and I'm not even joking, like, it will literally crash the game. That's how far it's willing to go. Now, if you're wondering why I have so little diamonds, I actually have a full... actually have 3 full diamond beacons in action at different points around the world. That's why the diamonds are lacking a bit. On top of that, to be fair, I have also... I actually overmined. So I built like a 13 by 13 cylinder out of like blocks of ore. started to fill it up, and then I realised when I got to the top, I actually overmined a bit, and it's why I've got some, where are they? I've got extra ores somewhere, I just can't remember where. No, they're not in there? Oh. I'm sure they're lying about somewhere, I don't know. Hey, it's all my trade exploits. Huh. Right, we'll chuck them in there, because we don't really need torches. Wait, what farm were we going to do? Can't remember. Oh, yes, zombies. Maybe we do need torches, actually, then. There we go. If I remember correctly, these are stupidly easy to build. Literally, all we need is some water, a couple slabs, maybe a hopper and a chest or two. And, yeah, that should be that. So, if we puck over this way. Wait, hopper, chest, slabs. Oh, glass and some stairs. Do I actually have any wood? I remember, yeah. Stupid, right? I have literally everything else in the world. I have literally no wood. I mean, I don't really need for it because there's trees everywhere. But the one thing that's like crucially in Minecraft, I don't have any of it in my storage. Like, literally none. I have no wood in storage on this world. How crazy is that? It's been like that for like over a year as well. Kind of insane. I guess it just got to a point where it's like, oh, you know, this is kind of, I don't really need this anymore. Oh, yeah, there's some of my raid exploits. I think last time we, oh yeah, I got a bunch of Elijah. Last time we were on here, like Shadowcraft properly, we went ahead and did a raid mission. Which was really super duper fun, and we got a bunch of cool stuff, as you can see. So yeah, that was cool. But we're going to go super simple with this time, rather than going fancy and flamboyant. Basically, all we're going to do for the zombie farm is just grab some stone slabs and stuff like that. Why have I got no stone? Oh yes, I used it on something. This is the other thing. Like, I'll do an episode or something like that, and then I'll come back to stuff, like, I don't know, like a year later or so, and then I'll just realise that all of my stuff is gone, because I've used it on other bits. Yeah, it's not really not a good way to play the game, but yeah, it's just how have I got no stone? I mean, I've got plenty of stone, but there's no slabs. I could just make slabs actually. But I kind of want to make them out of different material now. I wish you could make. I wish Battle has some more uses because we have only like 2 blocks of it. Oh, little kitty cat! Hello, hello, little kitty cat. Meow, meow. Look, I am a cat as well. Meow, meow. Bah. No. Right. Oh, I guess we could do blackstones. There's slabs in here. Cool. So we've got slabs, stairs. I just need like 4 buckets of water, which I do believe we have. Is that water still? Oh, it's still there. I might. That's been sitting there for like 3 years. And I haven't touched it. Insane. Right, what we're gonna do then is just grab about 4 buckets of water, and then yeah, we'll go get started on the zombie farm. Right, oh, there's 2 here already. That's handy. I mean, we only really need 2 to make an infinite water source, but I've got the iron, so it doesn't really matter. Also, I've got like, yeah, stacks of buckets to go. I think the reason behind this is I will make buckets, put them in storage, and then completely forget about their existence, and then go make more buckets, and then find out about, I don't know, like 3 months later, that I already had buckets, and then, yeah, I just end up with stacks of buckets, and that's just how that works. Right, cool. Oh, we need soul sand as well to make the zombies go upwards. The basic principles of this farm, for anyone who doesn't know. Oh, I've only got 1 soul sand. Oh, damn, I need to get some more of that. Why might do it at some point on stream as well. We did this last time. I basically went around the world and just cleaned up everything. What we're going to do maybe at some point as well then is just fill out all of the chests in here with just absolutely everything that like they require. Except the ores, obviously, because they're already full. But yeah, everything in this place, all the original storage, it's like the first ever storage sort of hole I built. What I'm going to do at some point then is basically go through here on stream and just fill up all of these chests so that in the future if I need stuff, because this is the place I most likely will come to when I need things, because I'm building another storage system with the copper golem mechanics at the minute, but it's not fully done and there's nothing really in the chest at the minute yet. So what we're going to keep doing for now is using this space, but this space needs to be filled up so that we can actually use the stuff. I forgot to grab a hopper. We need a hopper and some wood so that we can make... Well, no, we need to make... Yeah. We need a couple hoppers and... do we... we might need a carpet, I'm not sure. I've got plenty of wool. Have I got any pre-made hoppers, actually? I usually have some lying around. Oh, there we go. Grab these from the trial dungeons. There we go. I do actually technically have a zombie spawner, but it's a trial dungeon one. So I'm not going to fully count it, since it is a trial dungeon one. I want to build one from like an actual zombie spawner. Again, stupidly easy. And I think I did build one at some point, but I turned it into a skulk farm. So you could technically say 2-in-1, but I'm not really going to allow that. Right, what we need to also go ahead and do then is just grab some ice and then a couple buttons or some gates. Wait, do we have any blue ice? No, I don't know. There's one blue ice. I have an ice farm and I only have one blue ice. Like, I have like a 2 world height. The width of world height, like fucking humongous ice farm, and I only have one. To be fair, blue ice is stupidly expensive. To make blue ice, let me show you. This is ridiculous, by the way. To make blue ice, what you have to do is, first of all, use 9 of the original ice to make packed ice, and then use 9 of that packed ice to make blue ice, which means for every 9 times 9 plus wait 9 times 9 is whatever 9 times 9 is like that converted into blue ice, which is stupendous. Or you can just mine the stuff, or you can mine ice at like such a stupidly large quantity and then basically go ahead. Wait, what the fuck? Sorry, how the what? I genuinely... What the hell? I didn't know about this. You can make them. You can... But... That is so... How long has that been in the game? That is so cool. Like, I fucking... What the hell? That is a genuine shock to me. So you don't have to go into Nether fearing for your life. That you're going to die at every turn by being shot by one of the more... well, not very happy ghasts. You can make them out of ghast tears and so... I have a ghast farm, for fuck's sake. What the hell? When was this in the game? Is this like one of the new update things? Or like, has this been in the game since the happy ghast? Because this is kind of insane. Okay, well... That's a thing, apparently. Is Minecraft playing fuckery here? Am I seeing things? Am I hallucinating? Or is like, no, it's real. Okay, wow. Huh. So it turns out you don't have to go into Nether and grab them. Well, I mean, I probably will still anyway because it's more fun. But yeah, thanks Minecraft. Or Mojang, I should say. But wicked, thanks. Yeah, that's really cool actually. Hey, so cool. Oh my god, could you imagine as well, like, the amount of shops that people would set up with that as well? Because they are literally just made out of that. So you could literally... I have a ghast farm. I have access to, like, infinite ghast tears. And soul sand, well, you can't technically produce the stuff. Yeah, technically I could, yeah. I could just go into the Nether and make a little mining spot and yeah. So I basically have infinite happy ghosts. That is so cool! Ah! Sorry, I got a bit carried away there. Right, so we got our hoppers, we've got our ice, we need some buttons and some chests. I feel like I'm forgetting something. We can actually just use shulkers and swap them out every now and then. Do I use shulkers and just swap them out when I need to? I might just do that, because then I don't have to transfer everything across. I might start doing this a lot of farms, actually, as well. It's just having shulkers in the room that I can... You can break shulkers with your hand now, which is awesome. I think they changed it in one of, not the most recent updates, but an earlier one. I think it was back in 1.2019, I think. Yeah, you can break them with your hand now, which is awesome. You didn't used to be able to do that. Yes, break the pickaxe. If you broke with your hand, you'd lose everything inside and never see it again, because it wouldn't break out of the shulker box. I think that's everything, right? So we need... Yeah, so slabs... Hopper... Actually, I might need a couple hoppers. We'll just grab a couple more. I think that's... Buttons! I need buttons and, or fence gates and stuff. Fence gates and bits too. By the way, we completed an enderman farm recently as well. I think... Did we do it on stream? Maybe we did it on stream. Oh shit, did I? Maybe I did it on stream. No, I did it as part of the new episode. Yeah, I built an enderman farm as part of a new episode. It's insanely, like, good as well. I think it's by a dude called Blaze MC, but they do, like, some really good stuff. I would check them out. But yeah, they, like, good tutorials. Like, super efficient enderman farm. Now, when it comes to farms as well, I should just explain. Basically, I try to make as many of them myself as I can after understanding the mechanics of other people's stuff, and then basically taking that information and sort of splitting it apart, and then be like, oh, you know what, this could work, or that could work, and then kind of building my own farm out of it. Basically doing research for a project, and then putting it all together and kind of making one final piece. That's essentially how I do farms on here. However, if there are some that I just cannot wrap my head around at all whatsoever, especially if they get super duper mechanical, I will tend to use a tutorial. And obviously, I always credit the people that do the tutorials as well. I don't fucking take credit for other people's work, like some people do. But yeah, cool. Yeah. There's a random cow there. Hello. How can I be so... That's calcifer! That's calcifer! That's... I haven't seen that cow in ages. I have a cow that well, I say spawned. I didn't birth the cow. Just clear that up. I have a cow that I made using 2 other cows in the world a while ago, and yeah, they've basically just been wandering around this place forever. Local resident, a bit of a friend, so that I don't get lonely. I mean, I've got chickens, but they're caged. But yeah, it's the only like free roaming animal in this area, technically, apart from my parrots, which occasionally just fly about and fuck off, and fuck up portal travel, which is never for too fun. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, if you try to go through a portal with a parrot on your shoulder, the portal doesn't work. Or, well, you go through the portal, but then if you try to get back out, basically, the portals don't work and you get stuck in nether. And the only way to really get out of that is basically to hurt yourself, the parrots fall off, or kill yourself, go back into the nether, kill the parrots, and then come back out. There are slightly more humane ways to kill parrots, which you can feed them cookies and they die. Oh, yeah, look, farms, ha! And by the way, yeah, so this is the one we're doing now. Storage is what we're working on, but we've already done the furnace. I have a super smelter in the nether, which is, like, stupidly satisfying to watch. Basically, all of the minecarts are on repeaters. They're basically my, like, top tier stuffs I want to do right now, like, for functions of, like, the world that are going to really help, like, boost future projects, especially when it comes up to the massive stuff that I mentioned earlier. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so that list is basically just top functions and everything. And so we got farms on there. The furnace, I have in the, yeah. It's basically all the minecarts. It's basically just the same module of a furnace that I've designed myself, which is very sort of casual super smelter, but with a slight twist of redstone elements. Every repeater along that thing is set to a different tick and then repeated over and over again. So that when the minecarts fire off, they kind of fire in a arrow formation that kind of zigzags. But when they hit the end, they all come back delayed one after the other by like a second. And it's super, super satisfying to watch. I mean, I could go set it off now. I might go do that actually. Yeah. Yeah, I've got time. I'll go to the Nether and just play the Super Smash and just show you, because I think it's really fun. But yes, Comic-Con. What did I do on... I'm at Joey Beatty. That was fun. Got my board signed by a bunch of cool people. It's actually fully filled out now, so I want to paint that on stream at some point. Basically, yeah, so I'll give a bit of context for this. Basically, over the last year, and this was just a random idea I had in the February of 2025, I bought a skateboard, basically just a deck, no trucks or grip or anything. But I bought a deck of a skateboard, just like the wooden piece, and I varnished, no, I put primer on it. I've basically been filling it with drawings from loads of just random people and artists from Artist Alley and stuff from cons, events, just random going abouts in daily life, uni and stuff even as well, all throughout the year. And the plan is to basically varnish it, prime it again, paint it, and then varnish it at the end of the year and hang it up as wall art, or give it away to a lucky person. I don't know. But yeah, it looks so cool. That's what I should just say. So in terms of like vlogging and stuff, for any of you who are curious about how it works exactly, when it comes to vlogging and the whole kind of IRL vids and going out places, I'm not a vlogger. I just go out and say that now. I'm not a vlogger, and because I've tried to, and I really have tried to. I don't like. I can edit vlog videos to a certain point where they're like the Minecraft ones or some of the other stuff that I've done, but it's just not really my element. So what I actually tend to do is just go ahead and whenever I do sort of social exploits or go ahead and do like vlogging or like IRL stuff, I will tend to post it on my socials, which, lucky for you guys, are linked over here, including my TikTok, which is the most prominent one, which is where all the stuff originally comes from, because basically you can take a video, save it, and then go back to it, and that's basically what I do. Yeah, you can see, look, I've still got a bunch of stuff loaded over here. It's basically what I do over and over again, and yeah, that's that. But yeah, this is the Super Duper Smelter here, and actually, tell you what, we can chuck some of this stuff in, because like I said, we've got extra stuff here that needs smelting. Basically, the way we do this, it is a bit manual, and that's what I love about things like this. I like having semi-auto farms because it makes you have to put a bit of effort in actually as well, rather than just like relying on the machine. So we just pop all that in there. I mean, we'll just pop all this in the first one. It doesn't really matter about the others. But yeah, so that will sort of filter into there, and then what we need to do, I think we just put some coal in here, so we can actually smelt the stuff. Let's find the coal real quick. There we go. And what I'll tend to do is basically just fill every single barrel up with coal, and then every single thing up the top with ores. And I'm pretty sure the thing works in every version. Yeah, like I said, this is basically just the same module of the same machine, just repeated back over and over and over again. How the fuck have I fallen in here? Oh yeah, I made this thing so I can get out. How the fuck have I just done that again? There we go. Cool. Right, so what we do now is go ahead and press this button, and I need to pop up here so you can see. Yeah, look, that is so like ridiculously satisfying, and they all come in delay. Now on the way back, it is a bit weird because they come up at different points, but you can just see, even though like the seams of the machine, it's so satisfying to watch. I wish I'd put the button at like a different point where it was easier to watch and go by, but yeah, they all just run out at different times, and they all catch up with each other at some point, which is why I think they come back weirdly. But it is just like such a satisfying machine to watch. Oh, that's the thing. That's what it's called. Newton's cradle. Newton's cradle. Like, you know, like the balls on the strings, and you whack them into each other, and they like go doom 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 doom. Dim 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 dum 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 dim 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 dum. Yeah, like that. You know where you like to swing them side to side and they go like that, right? Yeah, that's basically what this machine reminds me of. And basically, because these are all blast furnaces, they go super duper fast. There's already coal in there. But all of that just gets chucked into here, like with supreme fashion. So yeah, that's done. Right, what we're going to do real quick then. Oh yeah, this was the gas farm I tried to build. It's just turned into a magma farm, actually. It didn't really work. I tried to build a gas farm so I could get discs and stuff. Not discs. No, oh no, I did actually get the new disc eventually as well, because there's one disc you can't get without ghast. I got it. I ended up getting the disc from a ghast. Literally on the street, well, about 10 minutes after a stream that I streamed, as well as finding 3 heavy ghasts, which was amazing. And I did actually have video footage of it, because there's like, you can record what happened on an Xbox, which is kind of handy. It's like an inbuilt feature, but yeah. Right, we're going so, what we're going to do is pop back to the world of the living, and then go ahead and build the zombie farm. We just need to find an actual spawner, which is why we're going to hop into a creative spec world. And then, yeah. We're going to hop into a little creative spec world, and then, well, basically a copy of this world. Find a zombie spawner, and then, yeah. I'm pretty sure we have a copy world made up, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, yay! Right. Hello, welcome to the stream. Doing some farming, a little just chat about Comic-Con and stuff like that. We're gonna go build a zombie farm, but what I need to do is hop onto Creative World, basically so I can hop into Spec, and we're gonna go find this spawner, because Chunk Base won't work on this world, because as I explained before, this world was made in 1.6.15, and basically explored in that, like, time, an era, before the game got like changed in terms of how stuff spawns and everything. I explored over like 900,000 blocks in every direction. So yeah, the problem with Chunk Base is that if it's on an older world, you need to do it in a new area. But I've explored so far already, and yeah. So what we're gonna do is real quick, we're gonna save quit, hop onto a creative spec world, which I already have prepared because what I do, I'm gonna try to find a zombie spawner. I'm on Minecraft load because I've only got about 20 minutes left. Come on. Probably shouldn't have spent all this time talking. There we go. Yay! Go 7, 5. The copy world of yeah. Actually, I just need to turn off logo now. I think this one's got vibrant visuals on, and it might crash the game, so I need to just turn off. Yeah, what we're gonna do is go into spec, and then with superficial time, we're gonna try to build this zombie farm. Like speedrun build it in our survival world once again, and then we'll be back. We'll be back fairly soon. Again, so I'm basically, for anyone who doesn't know, schedule of how streams work. Pretty much, Minecraft or multiplayer Mondays. So every Monday we're gonna switch between the multiplayer SMP that I'm part of, and also this world. So personal and multiplayer. Oh my god, the little copper golems in the corner. I've just noticed that. This is so cute. What the fuck am I doing? No, and then Tuesday is going to be hardcore once I get the world up and running. I want to do hardcore again. I thought it was pretty fun, and we're going to do it on stream, which we're then going to turn into little sort of, I did this and this day, I did that and that day on YouTube, basically as shorts. Wednesday is going to be Warframe as usual. It's a Halloween event on right now, which is still running till Friday. And there's some stuff we still want to get out of that, so that should be pretty fun. We're also going to continue with the actual game at some point too. Thursday is extra Warframe if I can. It's much like Tuesday, where it'll either be a silent stream or a talking stream, and whether I can actually stream it or not, depending on how much time I've had and how much uni work I have. Fridays are Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which we've actually almost finished the game. We finished one chapter, which is the family chapter, which is pretty cool because I've never got that far in the game. Saturday is also Assassin's Creed. It's again one of those things, hypothetical. If I can actually do the stream, if there isn't stuff on, if there isn't people in, and stuff like that. And then Sunday is Skate, and much like Saturday, Thursday and Tuesday, it's one of those things where I don't know if it can definitely happen. But it's usually, we usually play Skate, or it might be the day that I use for doing our rail streams, because Sunday is actually Wildcard Sunday, and it's basically where I can do whatever the fuck I want, outside of a schedule. But getting back to business, yes, so, this is actually a little crazy, but this is where I developed the system that allows these guys to, yeah. So for anyone who didn't see episode 77, this is my storage system, and I've literally just built this thing on the actual world. And yeah, this area is like fully dug out in the actual world. It's literally a direct copy. Each color represents a different thing. So construction, decoration, combat, and nature, and it's all directly related to the Minecraft inventory, like the 4 little tabs that you have at the top, and then the everything. And basically what these copper golems are going to do is put the stuff into the chests over here, as you can see, and basically they don't need to reach these chests here, because how the system works is the items go in these chests, they get filtered by hoppers into a stream up here, which basically use some very simple micro mechanics I absolutely fucking love. Pushing glass into one area and then just having full glass, it makes the items shoot up the top. It's such an old mechanic that I absolutely love. And then it's basically like an item elevator without the need of water, which makes everything 100 times less laggy, especially when it's raining. And then basically just filters into these chests, which have hoppers above them. And yeah, and you can make these as tall as you like, because the stream, it can go as tall as you want. Like, straight up to the world height. Unfortunately, players can't run through it, and it is made just to make an item thing, but yeah. Right, what we're going to do then is we're going to go /teleport to our home base. Teleports me to Go 3, 65, 50. These coordinates are engraved in my mind. Like, literally, they are just stuck there. Forever numbers. 3, 65, 50, I've had to remember it so many times, is the exact coordinates of the inside of the little hover hole base back near World Spawn. If the world would like to load. I can see stuff over there. There we go. Cool. Yeah, you literally spawn right in front of the pole. What the fuck? Why are we over here? Oh, I guess I moved around a bit before it like actually loaded in. Right, what we're going to do then is basically, yeah, another little furnace I actually have in the base, and this one just uses water vapors to basically drop items down and shoot them back up. I've had some chicken problems recently though as well, because they keep getting in there and laying eggs and just like clogs the whole system, which is why I built a new super smarter. Yeah, the whole point to say though is what we're going to be doing is just trying to find a little bit of a zombo spawner. And what I'm planning to do this year as well, additionally is, what was I saying? Yeah, so back in December of last year and the year before it, I got a little bit inspired to do something with farms. Basically, what I'm also going to be doing this year, because there is a bunch of new stuff, which means a bunch of new farms, is for every day of December, a bit like Advent, I'm going to be doing short little farms on YouTube Shorts, which now have actually been extended to 3 minutes, which was something I didn't have access to before. Look at that, we found one right away. What are the fucking chances? Oh my god, that is so lucky. Right, so this is at 158 minus 31 minus 123, and this is in the old world generation, which is really handy. And you can actually tell it's in the old world generation, because what's happened is the new generation is just cut off the rest of this spawner, which is really quite a weird one, huh? But yeah, so what was 157 minus 31, so 158, 31, 122. Cool. And then what we do is go save and quit, jump back on the other world, come back to this place, and yeah, we get going. Got 4 minutes. What we might have to end up doing then is, because I could have had more time this morning, but I've been tidying up stuff and cleaning and dusting and all of that. So yeah, I've got to basically go take my car for an MOT in about 4 minutes, and I don't really want to miss that, because otherwise it'll be illegal to drive it because of tax and everything like that. So that won't be very fun. But yeah. And then I'm basically going straight up to uni, because we've got a Halloween party at uni, which should be like really fun. First one I've been to, so yeah. Oh, not the first party I've been to. First sort of Halloween, sorry, first uni party I've been to, is what I meant. Yeah, first uni party. But yeah, cool. What I mean by that as well is uni party that is organised by uni. I've been out with people from uni. I mean, uni party that's organised by like the student union at uni is what I meant. Aha! Oh, actually, to be honest, I might just have to leave it there. Oh, that's really annoying though. Fuck. Right, I will tell you what. If I get a chance this evening, I will jump back on here, and we will actually go ahead and build that zombie farm, and maybe some others, because I'm pretty sure we haven't built a skelly one as well. Basically the same farm design, just like different area. I do actually have a location for a skelly spawner, which I searched for a couple while ago. But yeah, so if you... Yeah, I need to write down all the coordinates of my farms as well, because I don't just forget. I will see you all later. Have a wonderful evening, morning, night, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My socials, as said, are linked over here. And TikTok, as said as well, is where I've been mainly posting for Comic-Con. So if you want to catch up on stuff before we go ahead and do the stream where I talk about everything, then feel free. Or if you want to watch it after the stream because you don't want to get spoilers, then also absolutely fine with me. The Instagram links over here as well. There's some stuff that isn't on Twitch or YouTube, and there's some stuff on YouTube that's never seen the face of Twitch, including the episodes. I do a couple Minecraft theories and some other bits over there as well, which are like stupidly fun to make. They take so long, along with the episodes, to make because of the like uni work and stuff going on right now, but they are so fun to make, and you guys have been loving them, so that's absolutely wonderful to see. And yeah. And yeah, to be honest, you lot have been amazing this year as well. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you. Also, all the VODs from Twitch go over on YouTube eventually anyway as well. So yeah, so if you want to check them out, feel free, because I've got a bunch of previous ones from both this world and Warframe, Assassin's Creed, and the SMP and the other SMP, which I was part of for a short time. But yeah, cool. I'll see you all later. Have a good one, and sayonara. No, good. This any longer. Bye. Bye. Have a good one. Goodbye. Au revoir. Guten Tag. Konnichiwa. Sayonara.